Skibidi Toilet, one of the weirdest things I think I've ever seen in my 21 years of roaming this earth. Yeah, if you've been on the internet at the minute, I'm pretty much 100% sure you've seen something about these weird Half-Life Gmod characters getting flushed down a toilet videos, the actual animations, videos calling them cringe, videos about the Skibidi Toilet lore, because that's something that exists. Game theory. Skibidi Toilet, in the yearly ranking of most popular things on YouTube, I reckon that at the end of the year, it's gonna be #1. Millions of views, thousands of videos. Skibidi Toilet, it's everywhere. Truly, the children yearn for Garrys mod. However, the other day I was sitting at my desk before one of my streams, you know, thinking about future video ideas, all of that YouTuber type of shit. Then a few very specific questions started to fill my mind, all about a specific very fucking strange video series. Questions that I aim to solve in this video. Is Skibidi Toilet really as bad as everybody makes it out to be? And what's the real reason Skibidi Toilet sucks? Also, while you're here, subscribe to my channel and join my Discord server, please. Now, if you're up to date with the world of content creation, epic gaming moments compilations, and the overall YouTube game theory, it's that one stupid popular video series created by a guy called Boom, where a bunch of Half-Life characters dance around doing Fortnite emotes while singing a song that goes skibbity bom 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 yes yes skibbity bom neeb neeb. Oh, and there's also a bunch of these weird like TV head camera speaker people running about because lore. How the original idea to create this series came about, like how Boom generated this idea in his brain originally, I've got no idea. Like before this series got popular, I don't think the word Skibidi ever popped up in my mind before. But hey, Skibidi Toilet is something that exists, and oh my God, it is existing! At the time of me recording this video, there's not just one Skibidi Toilet video. There's not just 2 videos, or 4, or 8, or 20. Nah, there's 52 different episodes making up 16 different seasons in the Skibidi Toilet Slice of Life anime. And I guarantee you, when I upload this video a week from now, there's gonna be a shit ton more. Boom, he's pumping these videos off the showroom floor. And I really don't blame him, to be honest. In the past month alone, according to Social Blade, Boom, his channel has gained over 6 million subscribers and he's amassed a small fortune. This man has made more money in 1 month than I'll probably ever see in my entire life. You know what, yeah? At times like these, I always wonder to myself, am I doing the right thing on YouTube? Hell, am I doing the right thing with my life by, you know, like studying for my degree, all of that type of stuff? Because what's the point of all of it when I could just be making Gmod animations for millions and millions of shekels a month? Back on track though, Skibidi Toilet, it's everywhere. Not even on YouTube, but on all other forms of social media. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. If you go onto the internet right now, after 5 seconds of scrolling, you will see a man's head in a toilet bowl. However, while I've been sitting here and analyzing and scrutinizing the rapid growth of Skibidi Toilet on the internet, there's one really specific thing I've noticed a few people talking about online when the topic of the funny man in the toilet comes up. I really hate to be blunt here, person watching this video, but if you think this, you're just wrong. As we all know, time waits for no man. The passage of time is something that we all universally experience. Minutes turn into hours, hours into days, days into months, months into years. Thing is though, as the years have gone by, sure, thousands of things have changed in all of our lives. We've all gotten older, certain games have come in and out of popularity. I remember when memes like these used to be funny. But within all of this change and uncertainty about what tomorrow may bring, there's been one constant, one thing that is stood the test of time. That thing being the video game Garrys mod. Garrys mod, I have it, you have it. If you've got a PC, there's a 99% chance that you've got Garrys mod in your Steam library. It's like a cardinal rule of owning a video gaming computer. When you get your PC, you download the funny ragdoll game. It's just that simple. But hey, if you are one of the weirdos who doesn't have Gmod on your PC, if you are the 1%, plain and simple, Garrys mod is a sandbox video game that allows you you, the video gamer, to pretty much do whatever you want. You want to strap Ganondorf, the great king of evil, to a poorly constructed airplane? You can do that. You want to get jump scared by a spooky, scary JPEG image? You can do that. You want to brick your PC? When something gets not even insanely popular, but mildly popular on the internet, somebody on this planet we call home will port it to the Steam Workshop for you to download and use in Gmod. Average Valve video game type beat. At the end of the day, looking past all of the different memes and YouTube videos people have made using Gmod, this is what makes Gmod so popular. If you think it, you can probably do it. Unlimited creativity. It's what Gmod is all about. And it's from this idea of unlimited creativity that Garry's Mod lends itself perfectly to one of the more creative online mediums. A video format that relies on creativity to succeed. Animation videos. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go into mental detail about what a Gmod animation video is. It's pretty damn simple, you know. Gmod animation video. Animation video. Thing is though, there's one massive problem with Gmod as an animation tool. It's pretty hard. like really hard. Enter Source Filmmaker, a video editing software that runs off of the same engine as Gmod that streamlines the entire process of making animations within the Source engine. Apparently, according to Google it does. I downloaded it the other day, but I had no idea what I was doing. Editor, person editing this video, were you able to work this stuff out? Thankfully though, many people all around the world have been able to master SFM. And with these two programs working hand in hand with one another, Gmod and SFM, you, the world's next big YouTube animation aficionado, you can create something truly special. But hey, let's talk facts here, person watching this video. Sure, all of this weird look at the funny man, he's in the toilet singing a song stuff. Okay, yeah, it's made using Garry's Mod and Source Filmmaker, but if you think people making weird animation videos using Gmod and SFM is some new, never seen thing that's never ever happened before, that's about as far away from the truth that you can possibly get. If you think that, here's the truth, you're all the way over here. Garry's Mod and SFM, people have been using this combination of software to make animation videos for years. Sure, most of the time Gmod and SFM has been used to make the only reason why Overwatch is so popular as a video game series, but the point still stands. Weird shitposty animations made in Gmod and SFM, it's a fact of life. It's par for the course. You don't even have to look far and wide to prove this point. Let's look at the man himself, DaFuckBoom. At the minute, DaFuckBoom's YouTube channel, Skibidi Toilet, absolutely exploding. Rarely ever seen stuff on YouTube. It's genuinely insane. Thing is though, DaFuckBoom, it's not like he's some new channel who just exploded out of nowhere after uploading his first Gmod animation video. No, God no. DaFuckBoom, he's been uploading Gmod SFM animation videos for years now. If you grab your mouse, type in DaFuckBoom in the YouTube search bar, click on his channel and have a look at DaFuckBoom's most popular videos. Okay, you are going to see lots of Skibidi Toilet videos because it is the most popular video series he's ever made, but have a look at that top row of videos for me quickly. You see that? SFM I'm at the Dip, uploaded 6 years ago. This really well-made SFM shitpost video all about CJ, Big Smoke, and the rest of the GTA San Andreas Grove Street crew arguing about Dip got 45 million views 6 years ago. That is wild. But on top of that, it shows that people have been really interested in Gmod SFM style animations for years now. But let's take this point and make it even bigger. Let's run with it. Real talk here, person watching this video. If you and I want to have a discussion about stupid popular Gmod SFM animation videos involving characters from specific games, there's one very interesting game that's been dominating this space for years. Team Fortress 2. No! I love TF2. Sure, I don't have millions of hours in the game, but I love playing it, I love talking about it, I love everything about it. But if we're gonna delve into the TF2 popularity law and game theory, sure, looking past the fact that TF2 is just a really solid game, a large part of the reason why TF2 has remained so popular for all of these years now is all thanks to Gmod SFM videos. Using Garry's Mod and Source Filmmaker, TF2 players have been pumping out animation videos for years. Hell, even in videos with nothing to do with TF2, you'll see assets from TF2, like maps and characters, like The Engineer Gaming. And it's from the popularity of videos like these that an entire community was born on YouTube a few years ago. This community being the YouTube poop community. The YouTube poop community on YouTube, it consists of really strange, weird shitposty videos involving popular characters from all walks of media making strange faces and like Fortnite dancing. And this genre of content a few years ago, man, this shit was popular. I remember being a stupid little child a few years ago who was obsessed with these types of videos. I loved them. But you want to know something interesting here, person watching this video? Skibidi Toilet, all it is a modernized version of a YouTube poop created by a guy who has a history of making YouTube poops. Putting a Skibidi Toilet video next to an old Gmod YouTube poop video that I watched back in the day when I was a stupid child, sure, the Gmod YTP video may be of lower quality because it was made in like 2013. But these two videos, they kind of look the same, don't they? Like, you can tell that these two videos are from the same genre content on YouTube. Funny faces? Check. Weird dances? Check. Characters from something that's really popular? Check. YouTube poop? Check. With all that being said though, throughout my history of watching Gmod animations and SFM videos and YouTube poops online, I don't think I've really ever seen a video series get as popular as Skibidi Toilet. Actually, no, scratch that. I don't think I've ever seen anything get as popular as Skibidi Toilet on the internet. And digging below the surface, Skibidi Toilet, it goes from a weird series of camera people and Half-Life characters with their heads in toilets into something that's been purposefully designed to get people hooked. There's something I want to ask you here, person watching this video. Now get ready, brace yourself. You're going to be using the folds of your brain here. As we all know, the most popular video trend in the year of our Lord 2023 is Skibidi Toilet. What is the primary target audience for these types of videos? Is it A, boomers, B, League of Legends players, C, women, or D, the Thalmor? If you want, I'll give you 5 seconds to work this out. Like, take your time here, mate. It's quite hard. The correct answer is E. Stupid children. Children, really dumb. They'll watch anything. We all know this. But to give credit where credit is due, if you want to draft and conduct a case study surrounding how to get children addicted to watching your epic and cool YouTube videos, Skibidi Toilet, it's the prime example. You see, when you watch a Skibidi Toilet video, I don't know about you, but me, the first thing I notice, it isn't the characters, it isn't the faces, it isn't the toilets. No, God no. It's that god-awful, terrible Skibidi Bom 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 Yes Yes song. I have no idea where this song originally came from. I don't know who created it. But for the past few days, when I've been trying to fall asleep, all I can hear is that fucking song in my mind. This song it's awful and annoying and shit. But it's also really bloody catchy. Like, bro, as you can probably guess from this video, me, I don't really like Skibidi Toilet all that much. I'm a certified Skibidi Toilet hater. But if you were to sit me down in a room against my will, demanding to know where this song is from while you pump it through a bunch of speakers, I'll instantly be able to tell you. From a content creation and larger brand recognition standpoint, being able to create something that children can automatically go, oh yeah, that's that sound and that song from this thing. This is something that people spend millions of dollars on every single year trying to perfect. It's stupid important. Like, genuinely, I can't stress this enough. It's vital. And Skibidi Toilet nails this. It's really annoying and shit and the sleeper agent activation code, but it nails it. If anything, due to its sheer recognizability from sound alone, I guess I'm forced to lump it in with brands and games and things that can also be recognized just by hearing something, you know? Like Old Spice, McDonald's, Netflix, Among Us, the PlayStation 2. However, music and sound alone, it doesn't merely end there. Now, God no, if anything, we're only getting started. Another one of the main ways that Skibidi Toilet sticks in your mind, my mind, and the minds of millions of children all around the world is in the word Skibidi. No joke here, as I said in the intro to this video, before the Skibidi Toilet trend got popular, I had no idea that the word Skibidi was a word. I had never heard of it it before. I didn't know it existed, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in saying that. But now, when I unfortunately think of and look up the word skibidi on Google, there's only one thing that fills my brain and my screen. Videos of toilet people dancing around in Gmod. To fuck Boom, he's essentially been able to create this brand new thing on the internet involving a word that's never really been used before outside of a weird song that came out 4 years ago and this meme of some guy dancing. But what I find so interesting about Skibidi Toilet is the way that the fuck Boom has taken this word and used it as a launching pad for his series. The fuck Boom, he's taken the word skibidi and launched it into the stratosphere. Here's some word lore for you person watching this video. Since this video is about Skibidi Toilet and before making this video I had never heard of the word skibidi before, I decided to look up what the word skibidi meant because, hey, it's something interesting, I guess. The word skibidi, it's a Russian word that means absolutely nothing. It's a nothing word, which means it isn't limited by the confines of a definition. And it's from this idea of not being limited by anything that you can apply your own definition to it and give it certain attributes. It's the perfect word because you can make it whatever you want. You want to make a song about it? You can. You want to make a bunch of animations involving toilets dancing around? You can. And speaking of these toilets, remember how earlier I said that the stupid dumb skibidi bom 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 yes yes song being instantly identifiable is really important? Another thing that's also really important in the field of making things identifiable is character design. Now, this is something I've spoken about before. I think it was in one of my mascot horror videos that I uploaded a few weeks ago. I don't remember which one though. Go and watch all of them just to be sure, and don't skip any of their ads. I really love money. But if you're making a gigantic series involving a whole bunch of different characters, designing go-to-looking characters, it's crucial. If I'm watching a series about certain characters, I need to be able to tell who or what they are. If I'm being completely honest here though, sure, I don't really understand the characters in Skibidi Toilet, but I can't deny they are recognizable. Over the years I've spent being terminally online, I don't think I've ever seen any characters that look like this. Okay, yeah, cool, these designs are simple. I really don't think the fuck Boom spent hours and hours handcrafting his characters. It's a toilet with a head. It's a man with a camera. It's pyrocynical. But just because these designs are simple, it doesn't mean that they don't work. They really work. Children love them. But, oh my god, bro, if we're gonna talk about reasons why children all around the world love Skibidi Toilet, there's one massive elephant in the room that I've been dreading to talk about for however long this video has been on for. Because it means that I have to sit down, take time out of my day, and learn this shit. Lore. Invasion, death, GM_Flatlands, GM_Construct, the world of GM_Big City, by means of a legion of techniques mastered during the CIA's MK Ultra project, sleeper agent activation frequencies, following the form of 5G savior, the country a larger commanding officer, when every single other conflict arrived over the course of years. Another branch of the Skibidi resistance are humanity's last hope. It is up to them to flush down and save the world. It is up to them to transgression. Stands advancements of wonderful interrogation while its many great schemes of loss and fierce battle saying that the sea is on the ocean. They shall fight with growing conflicts and growing streams in the air. They shall defend their fight they shall fight on the beach beyond the seas, armed and guarded by the Skibidi resistance power. Their might sets forth to liberation and rescue of the old world. Yeah, the Skibidi Toilet lore, I can confirm that it is something that does indeed exist. Why a YouTube series about toilets invading Gmod has lore? I don't know why it exists. Actually, no, I do. Come on, person watching this video. When something gets released in 2023, of course it needs lore. Lore! I love lore. Multiverses, connected universes, game theory. fuck's sake.
Grab your knob toilets, plungers, and KPRL speakers, loyal theorists.
But now I think it's time to answer one of the questions I mentioned in the beginning of this video. Is Skibidi Toilet really as bad as everybody makes it out to be, or are people overblowing it on the internet? You know, average internet behavior. Plain and simple, I do think Skibidi Toilet is bad content. Sure, I respect what the fuck Boom is doing, you know, like good on him, he's making a bag, get your money, king. But Skibidi Toilet, it's just so weird and cringe and annoying. It's clogging up all of my search feeds wherever I go on the internet. YouTube, Skibidi Toilet. Instagram, Skibidi Toilet. TikTok, Skibidi Toilet. Google Giggles, Skibidi Toilet. Thing is though, while I do think Skibidi Toilet is bad content, I don't think it's that bad. You know, I don't think it's the worst kids-related stuff I've ever seen in my life. I do love pointing at my screen and going Lamal bad cringe, but Skibidi Toilet, annoying and cringe, sure. The worst kids content ever? Nah. All Skibidi Toilet is a weird extension of a tried and tested video format on YouTube that its creator has a long and expansive career in. To be honest, coming from somebody who used to love to sit down and watch YouTube poops and SFM animations when I was a young, stupid child, all of that type of shit, if I was a kid now, I'd probably watch Skibidi Toilet. You know what? Being 100% completely honest here, person watching this video, if I was to pop out 2 kids so I could carry out a 2013 FouseyTube Eggman level social experiment, I'd much rather have them watch videos of weird toilets dancing around as opposed to stuff like this. YouTube Kids is a cesspool of terrible content, and sure, Skibidi Toilet may be cringe, but in the 9 levels of YouTube Kids hell, Skibidi Toilet, it's right here. At the very top. With all that being said though, I do still think that Skibidi Toilet is bad content. Like what even is this? However, now that we've answered one question, the door to the next is opened. What's the real reason Skibidi Toilet sucks? You see, I've always felt that Skibidi Toilet is a symptom of a much larger issue. A problem that's only becoming more and more apparent the more the internet grows and evolves. The ADHDification of content. Besides the god-awful annoying song, besides the weird faces, besides the deep and quote-unquote meaningful lore, what's one of the main standout features of all of these Skibidi Toilet videos, person watching this video? These videos are very short, like less than a minute short. And this isn't some weird coincidence. Nah, it's by design. Look, as I'm sure we all know, in the year of our Lord 2023, it seems like wherever you go on the internet, after scrolling around for a few nanoseconds, you will somehow manage to click on a tab or on a button that takes you straight to the Subway Surfers gameplay short form content section or whatever website you're on. Ever since TikTok exploded in popularity, you can't escape short form content. It's everywhere. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. And it's from this rise of short form content that DeFuck Boom has been able to capitalize most. You see, DeFuck Boom, he doesn't just upload his Skibidi Toilet videos as normal YouTube videos. Nah, he uploads them as YouTube Shorts because Skibidi Toilet videos, they're built to be YouTube Shorts. They're not meant to have any long-form value. And here's another question for you, person watching this video. Let's say that for some reason you decided to wake up one morning and become a YouTube Shorts YouTuber. How do you make sure that they turn their brains off and watch all of your video? If you want, I will give you like 5 more seconds to work this out. Like, really sit back and think here. You make your videos as fast food as possible. You fill your videos with the most ADHD shit imaginable. And this is why Skibidi Toilet videos are so weird. It's why the faces dance around all the time. It's why there's constant movement. It's why everything is so fast paced. You have to keep the children engaged for as long as possible because if they get bored, they'll take mommy's crusty cheetah covered iPad and just scroll on to the next short. Real talk here, person watching this video. Have you ever seen a Skibidi Toilet video where the characters are just standing around and not doing much for the entire YouTube short? Nah, you haven't. They have to be as quick as possible because the children might get bored of my 60-second video and scroll on to the next YouTube short. However, to get an understanding of this shit, to gain a new perspective about all of this Skibidi Toilet ADHD stuff, I decided to load up a Discord call with one of my best friends who also has ADHD so we can have a chat about this Skibidi Toilet stuff. Okay. Hello, Dale. Why? Okay, cool. No. So, as someone who canonically has ADHD, right? Do you think Skibidi Toilet like affects your ADHD? Do you think the videos play into your ADHD? How do you think Skibidi Toilet affects you as a person who has ADHD?
Well, I mean, like, to be dead honest with you, it's like the best analogy I can think of for like an ADHD brain-lit level of concentration that I have. I want you to think of like trying to concentrate on something, but you're dying to get to the bathroom to drop an absolute monster of a bomb into that toilet bowl. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, you might be able to like hold back the bowel demon you have stored for like a couple of minutes, but like concentration's going to fly out the window. Now, for ADHD, that's a permanent thing. It is just that permanent level of concentration. It's never gonna leave.
Okay, cool.
But when it comes to like that Skibidi Toilet thing, I'd say it definitely does play into ADHD quite a bit. For myself at least, when it comes to videos.
Sorry to interrupt, but you told me that you like watching Skibidi Toilet videos.
Oh
like,
no,
you like those videos. Yeah, so like why?
Well,
why in God's name do you like Skibidi Toilet?
We're gonna delve kind of into like how my reasoning for like why I click off of videos or like, you know, might not watch a video or like a video.
Okay.
And it leans quite heavily into like a couple of like questions like most, I think, creators might ask just in general for like, you know, viewer retention. But it's a bit more like nuanced when it comes to people with ADHD, like myself and my Canon event. So like for the first question is the video or media I am looking at too predictable? If I can effectively like predict what is going to happen in like a movie, a YouTube video, a YouTube short, a skit or whatever, I'm going to lose concentration quite quickly just because I'll assume I know what's going to happen next. So there's that. And when it comes to Skibidi Toilet with that, sure, you could say, yeah, it's kind of like predictable, you know, it's going to be stupid, but it's that kind of that chaos that's going on your screen where it's
I
know something's going to happen, but I don't know how. It's like I can see how something's going to happen.
Cool.
So like, you say like, let's watch it like a movie. So let's say like John Wick. It's like, okay, John Wick kills people. I lose interest because I know he's going to kill someone.
Like, oh my god, he kills the bad guys and get shot.
It's like that linear thing. Whereas Skibidi Toilet, I might know, like I know in the end, like, okay, something's going to happen, but it's not predictable enough. It's too chaotic for me to be able to predict exactly how it's going to happen. So I can't like do that with my head, which is like one kind of thing with, you know, anyone who has ADHD. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but for most of us, I think it's that kind of thing of just, it's boredom because you know what's going to happen.
So it's like the chaoticness and like the unpredictability of the videos.
Chaos of like really everything going on. Yeah, it's quite it's like there's no really like, I'm sorry to anyone who thinks there's bloody law to Skibidi Toilet. I'm sorry, there's not.
There is law in Skibidi Toilet, but brother, I'm making an entire subsection of the video that I'm making about Skibidi Toilet. There's an entire section. Go watch the video and comment first.
That's my thing. It's not the reason I say, at least I like it, and I like think it's, you know, I'll, you know, focus so much because I say it's unpredictable, is when I watch it, I see it as like mindless chaos. So it's just like fun for fun's sake.
Okay.
There's no like story or linear like way of things are going. It's just camera, people, toilets, fight. You know, that kind of like lower level like chaos shit. And then that moves on to like question 2, which I think you're gonna find very interesting, is, does the video pique my interest? Now, everyone does experience a level of boredom if a video isn't interesting to them. But for like people with ADHD, you know, or at least myself, at this rate, I get bored with something like quite quickly if I don't find it like interesting or something's going on. So like, you know, Skibidi Toilet, it's short, so that's already one thing. It's quite short to the point. It's like 10-second video.
Well, they're meant to be YouTube shorts.
And and it's something out of like what I'm used to seeing. It's like, I'm like, fucking, who thinks of like, okay, I'm gonna make a Gmod character that has a head in a toilet and some like dudes with like cameras for heads. It's like, it piques my interest just because it's something I haven't seen before, and it's like, it's curious, and that's why I usually keep clicking on.
There really is nothing like Skibidi Toilet.
No, exactly. It's quite,
like,
you know,
it's like this brand new thing, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that level for ADHD people, interest is a very big factor into keeping our concentration and focusing on like what we want to focus on.
Okay.
If
cool.
I don't see something as interesting, I'm gonna click off like so quickly.
Like you're just gonna get bored and you're like,
you're gonna get bored and go no.
Like, fuck
and
this, I'm not gonna watch this anymore. Okay, cool.
And then it's like that kind of leads into like the third point or the third question is, does the video overstay its welcome? So like things like podcasts, documentaries, those kind of 30-minute essay videos, they're usually off limit to me because I just can't, I don't have it in me to concentrate on it. It doesn't, because something can be very interesting to me, like anything, like, you know, like we talk about Warhammer a lot, but I can't watch those videos. It's just like my brain will get distracted.
You can sit down and watch like the dramatic downfall of insert YouTuber that's like a 4-hour-long video essay.
It's too long, and it's like, you know, you really like, it drags on for way too long. For anyone with ADHD, it's kind of like, you know, why am I even listening to this at this point? It's so, it's like, because when the ADHD person, how the brain or how my brain works is, I just want to know the main points. That's all I need to know. I don't need to have like this whole entire, you know, what is it like? Oh, the backstory of this YouTuber and what led to the downfall. I don't care about that. I care about why they've, you know, gone downhill, what caused it, what happened. Done. That should be the video for me.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And then like we come to Skibidi Toilet. And like I said, it's a YouTube short, so it's like 10 seconds long. But it's got enough in it to make me want to click on the next video to see, what's going to go on next, without me going like, damn, it doesn't overstay its welcome because it's so short to the point what's going on.
Sorry to interrupt, I was going to say, so like by virtue of being a YouTube short, like it is going to be like a max 60 seconds, you know? Exactly,
max 60 seconds, however long it is. And it's just like, that level of like to the pointness. I know exactly I can say I know what's going to happen, but it's different every time. It's never the same situation twice. It's like, I know they're going to fight, and it's like,
but the videos are different. I know what you mean.
Yeah, everyone say they're all different places, different things. It's always progressing, and it's always, like I said, it's to the point. I know exactly what's going to happen in the video in a good way, in a way that's not going to make me feel it's predictable.
Okay.
But it's there, and it's just solidly like placed. Like everything's perfect. To where it's like I want to click on the next one.
Okay, cool.
So then the fourth point or the fourth question for like most of us is there something eye-catching or like is there constant action going on in the video?
It's Skibidi Toilet, of course, bro.
For the most part, things like, for me at least, or I think maybe a lot of us, it's like most YouTubers or like people in general can get away with subtitles. Subtitling is a very good way to keep like an ADHD person's attention because there's something to constantly focus on, and it constantly changes throughout like what's going on.
Okay.
It's also like there needs to be high intensity moments in a video, and I know it's like not ideal, but like things like when people are like shouting or like screaming or doing something like that, it piques your interest for a bit. It like kind of brings you back after like something has been quiet. It's like you need that calm, but you need that calm before the storm, and that storm is what's going to bring you back in.
Okay.
And then and it's like, even like with that in mind, with Skibidi Toilet, it's got, like you said, it's got constant action. Shit's constantly going on, so there's always something for my eyes to focus on, even if it's not the main thing. There's stuff happening in the background. That, and also music, is actually quite good for ADHD people because it keeps our attention.
It is the same song over and over and over and over.
Yeah, and it's very, very catchy.
Yeah, well, I've spoken about that in this video already.
Yeah. So like, it'll get into my head, and then it'll stay there for like such a long time to the point where I want to hear it again.
Yeah, okay. That's a pretty interesting point. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what like really makes it that, good for the most part, and how it's like made. And like I can get why people don't like Skibidi Toilet, but like when I have to think about like how does it affect my ADHD, or like how is it made, I would say like even if it was unintentional the way you made it, it really like knocks home the areas you need to hit to like keep my concentration on the video.
To keep people like interested in the video.
Interested, involved. You can say involved, because all of those like points of view are from like a first person like place. So
okay, cool.
My eyes usually would be like, my mind's always thinking, so I can put myself in the situation in like a fantasy sense and be like, this is really cool. I like the way they do it. And there's always these like, something's always like, there's something that'll catch my eye that's not the main thing. So like things happening in the background. So like, you hear something in a video, or like you see like cameramen and Skibidi Toilets fighting constantly somewhere else that is also attracting my attention to keep me involved. Because if it was just like a 1v1, so like Mortal Kombat style, one-on-one, it would lose its tack.
But
and I wouldn't be very interested.
There is always stuff like going on in the background. It is something that I've noticed. Like there's people doing like fucking Fortnite emotes and like...
No, exactly. Fortnite emotes, sitting on toilets, giving thumbs up.
There is like shit going on in the background. Like I think there's also like some Easter eggs in the videos from what I've seen. Like to other Valve games, like Half-Life games. I think engineers in the background too of
there is one, I think they also use his default dance or like
I've definitely seen something like that.
No, it's I mean like ADHD, it's like it's just like your concentration, you constantly need something to focus on. So like I think I've told you this, where I'll go to the kitchen and I'll forget why I'm going to the kitchen because my mind's already thinking of something else.
Yeah, you have told me that before. Yeah.
You've probably seen me do it as well. You'll see me just walk
I have seen you do it. I've seen you do it at your house, my house, at university. Like I've seen you do that.
Exactly.
Before.
You just see me like kind of zone out. But when there's something like that where there's like I think I said, I don't know if I've said it before, like there's like I have said it. There's always things to look at, so my mind can't get distracted. Even though I'm thinking of something else. It's done the way the shorts are done in such a way where I can be thinking of something else, but it's still to do with Skibidi Toilet. So instead of just thinking of like, oh, the main two guys are fighting, it's like, ooh, what's that happening in the background?
Okay.
So cool. it's got that like
that's actually really interesting. I hadn't thought of that before.
It's got that safety net, if in a sense, which not a lot of videos in general have. It's just that safety net of there's constantly always something going on to keep my attention in there, and it's a big advantage for that, like just those shorts in general. At least I'd say it's quite an interesting thing to think about now.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Is there anything more that you want to say? Any closing remarks? Any funny sound effects? Thing is though, I really don't want you to get the wrong idea here, person watching this video. This built for shorts production model isn't solely limited to the fuckboom's content. Making weird ADHD edited shit, the ADHDification of content, it's become an industry trend within the world of YouTube shorts and short form content as a whole. Everything is becoming faster and faster. Videos are becoming shorter and shorter. As the internet grows and grows and grows, it seems like the majority of big, let's call them video media websites, are developing, moving towards and emphasizing short-form content. But there is one massive consequence of the ever-growing prevalence of short-form content on the internet. One humongous problem surrounding the ADHDification of content. And it's something that I've seen a lot of people talking about when the topic of Skibidi Toilet comes up in conversation. This consequence being, how do these videos affect the attention spans of the children watching? Now, the war on attention spans is something I'm sure you've seen countless people talking about on the internet, as short-form content is becoming more and more popular online. I've said my thoughts on it before, but hey, I guess it bears repeating here. Do I think YouTube Shorts and TikTok and all of that short-form content shit, do I think it can have a negative effect on somebody's attention span? I do. I reckon that if it's the only thing you consume, it can have an incredibly damaging effect on your attention span. However, I do think some people blow this problem up online and make it seem like, oh my god, if you watch 1 or 2 TikTok videos, your attention span is gonna self-combust. Trust me, bro, if you watch 1 or 2 TikTok videos a day, you're gonna be fine. Like, you're gonna be okay. In saying that though, look, I'm not gonna be stupid here, person watching this video. All of us stinky, disgusting YouTubers, we want you to watch all of our content. I make a joke about that type of stuff in all of my video outros. Like, bro, please watch this video until the end. So what happens when you're watching a YouTuber who solely makes YouTube shorts? Well, that YouTuber is going to gear his videos in such a way where you watch one fast-paced 60-second video, and then you watch another, and another, and another. You enter this trance where you scroll and scroll and scroll, slowly conditioning your brain into only wanting to watch fast-paced short-form content. A quick dopamine hit every single minute. You completely nuke your attention span. Here's a question for you, person watching this video. Now, the other day I was at my local Chinese restaurant having supper with a friend who I hadn't seen in years, and we were talking about life, you know, like what we've been up to in the years since we had last seen each other. We both have a few drinks, and then we got into the topic of short form content and attention spans. We're talking and we're talking and we're talking, but then my friend, he brings up a really bloody good point, a point that stuck with me. If you watch 20 YouTube shorts, TikTok videos back to back to back, can you actually tell me in detail what you just watched, or is it all blurry? So, what's the real reason Skibidi Toilet sucks? Well, firstly, I think it has to do with the way this content has been affected by the ADHDification of content in general. Secondly, as we all know, when trends get popular, a bunch of other terrible YouTubers hop onto them and make their own videos involving this trend. But I've spoken about this a shit ton over the past few months, so yeah, I'm not going to talk about that in this video. Go and watch all of those other videos though. And thirdly, I think it may have to do with all of us. Now, credit to the person who initially brought up this point. I don't remember where I heard or saw this point. I just know that I heard it in my life. But if you're around my age, right, you and me, we're part of something known as Gen Z. Thing is though, let's call a spade here, person watching this video. All of us Gen Z people, we aren't the youngest generation anymore, you know, like we're all getting older. We all can't escape the consequences of time passing. And the role of youngest generation ever in the world of all time, in the year of our Lord 2023, we've had our position taken over by something known as Generation Alpha. People that have apparently been born from 2010 onwards, but yeah, nah, these people don't exist. No one's ever been born since like 2004. I refuse to believe it. Back on track though, in the original video I saw making this point, the guy mentions that Skibidi Toilet, it may be the first main example of a Generation Alpha trend. A trend that surpasses all of us. Like, you know how every now and then something becomes trendy among all of us Gen Z people, but our parents look at it and are like, what the fuck you doing, you idiot? That type of thing, you know, like same type of beat. So are we too old to enjoy, hell, not even enjoy, but understand Skibidi Toilet? Maybe. Maybe not. I will let you decide and argue about that in the comments section. Be sure to tell me what you think. And with that, we've reached the end of this really bloody long video. And okay, look, yeah, I know I said earlier I was addressing an elephant in the room, but there's actually two elephants in the room, and I'm going to address the other one now. Look, I know I got a haircut. Like, trust me, the long hair beak era, or like the very long hair beak era, the ponytail beak era, has come to an end. Comment, I don't know, rest in peace ponytail. This is so sad and emotional. And while you're still listening to me waffling on about shit, why don't you go watch my previous video? And all of that video's ads. And then the one before that. And all of its ads. And the one before that. And the one before that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Number 15. Subscribe to the Beak. If you don't, you will suffer a severe case of cringe. And you are taking part in bozo behavior. Thanks for watching.